Hey guys, what's up? Back with another beer review. We have this one. It is very special. It is from the Struise brouwers, whether you believe it or not. It is from the Struise brewers, like you will call it in English. So it is in collaboration, and that's another amazing thing, with three Floyds from America. So that's already an awesome combination. And if you don't know three Floyds, do try their Zombie Dust. It is 100% Citra hops, and it is actually an ale, a pale ale, but it's really like a refreshing, awesome, balanced IPA. I was lucky to get one a long time ago, and then I was so overwhelmed by this brewery, Three Floyds. I got some other beers from them, and they were very nice. But my favorite is still the Zombie Dust, I must tell you. So this one is called Shark Pants. And it's a fictional Belgium IPA style wise. They call it that, like you can see. Awesome label. It's okay. The strange thing about this, it is 300 IBUs.
What?
So it's really bitter, guys. It's really bitter. Most of the time, when you brew an IPA, like, it will be around the percentage, like 8%. ABV will be like 80 IBUs. Then you get already a very bitter one. Our palate can handle to 100 or 120. I'm not sure of that, but it's around those numbers. From 100 or 120, you can handle maximum. Your palate can't handle more than that high IBU already. But this one is 300, so that's really crazy. Okay, Belgium style IPA, and some guy died.
Oh no.
That's another sad thing. If I, yeah, live a rich life, and that this guy Shark Pants might be a friend from Three Floyds Brewing Company, some guy who brewed or who was participating for sure. I'm gonna look for the ABV because I didn't find it already. I did found the 300 IBUs, but I did not found the. Okay, here it is. 9% ABV. So okay, 9% ABV, 300 IBUs. So we're gonna crack it open, guys. A very special beer. It is limited, and I was lucky to have one of them. I was really lucky. A friend of mine found it somewhere, because even on the site of the Struise Brouwers, it was sold out. It wasn't available anymore. So there are some I have seen who still sell it on online, but you got to hurry, I think, because this one is again a beer that's really sought after. And when you hear the name Struise Brouwers, everybody wants to get this beer, because you don't see these cartoonish, funny labels on the Struise beers most of the time. So okay, there's not much head to it, I gotta tell you, and it has that ruby red to brownish orange color, really special color. But the head is, yeah, that's, I think it's a typical thing in America. They don't have that large head, but when you call your beer a Belgium style IPA, then I was expecting some head to it. I gotta be honest. I was expecting some head to it, because we in Belgium have all the time these large heads, those big steady heads. So okay, I'm gonna get it on the nose first. Cheers, guys. You do get that Belgium yeast. It makes it kind of spicy. You do get your hops. I don't know which kind of hops. Citra, Centennial, I don't know. Maybe the sea hops, like they call it. There must be some fruits in there or something. Maybe some spices for sure. It's really hard to know, because yeah, Belgium style IPAs, if they used Belgian hops from Belgium, That's again another story. And then we have our regular Belgium IPAs. I don't prefer these Belgium IPAs comparing them to the other IPAs from like England, the better breweries, of course, craft breweries, or from America. They have awesome beers, of course, in America, IPAs, because yeah, I think it was first discovered in America, the IPAs. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna dive in, guys. I'm really curious, so I'm gonna dive in. So on the nose, it is like rather fruity from the hops. I think they use the Belgium yeast because it gets that spicy hints to it, and then I think it's gonna be rather dry, not really refreshing. And then again, it is 9% ABV, of course. It isn't your like session IPA. For sure, it's gonna be much thicker on the mouth. I hope it's gonna be much thicker on the mouth and full in taste. I don't know about ratings for this one. Compared to the Struise, other Struise brouwers beers, I don't know for sure how it's gonna be with the collab with Three Floyds and how they did it to begin with. I think they gonna say to each other like mail and say like, okay, let's try this kind of grain bill, and then Three Floyds will say, okay, and let's use that kind of hops, and then they do it together and brewed it somewhere, and that's the thing I also don't know, and it is not on the bottle where it is brewed, but it says it's from Struise, so I think if it is from Struise, it will be okay. We're gonna dive in. Cheers, guys. Really curious for this one. Cheers. Really special. Like we all know from our Struise brouwers, and you can get the collaboration really well. You can feel it, like these two breweries have their typical things to it in the beer. The Struise more the full taste, the sweeter, our candy sugar, than that Belgium yeast. It is kind of hoppy and it is bitter. Of course, it is bitter. It's 300 IBUs, but I really like it. It feels really complex. It's again a very special IPA. I am getting like the bitterness is really high, so I'm getting again that metallic feel to it. But no, I think it's well brewed, and it's a crazy collaboration between these two guys. I must tell you, I never thought they were gonna work together, but like you can see, don't say never, because now it is happened. It has happened. Yeah, okay. So if I am, if I have to give this a rating, guys, I will give this like, well, it's not like your other Struise brouwers, and it is not like a zombie dust, for example, at all. It is a well-made beer. It is full in taste. It has that metallic, like sweet, malty thing going on with our Belgium yeast that leaves a little bit of spicy hints, but it's just hints, and it's really bitter. And of course, I think maybe these aren't Belgium hops from Belgium here in this one. I am not sure because I really don't know. I think that Three Floyds not gonna, yeah. It feels just too fruity and too hoppy for our Belgium hops. The yeast already leaves some spicy hints to it, but if we used our Belgian hops in this one, it will be even more spicy, and you don't get it. You get these American style hops that are really more fruity than our Belgian ones. So I think it's really well, yeah, it's well made. So for me, it's gonna get 7.5 out of 10. I think that's a more than decent score for this one. So 7.5 out of 10 for me. Okay, I'm gonna round it up. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, a beer dick is Dr. Ray. Cheers.